Hello, on this video, if you have watched all the tutorial videos and the previous video of the VFX course, we'll start trying to replicate some effects from the demo and creating everything from scratch. So in this episode, we'll try doing a portal effect, something similar to that, but without looking at this one. So we'll improvise and let's learn along the way. Let's go. The first thing we'll do is go here into 3D object and create a quad that will be the base of our effect. This will be the main portal. So now we can remove this collider since we won't be using it, that component, add all-in-one VFX, and here we'll choose transparent for now. Remember that we always configure things from top to bottom, then we can go back, but initially we can go top to bottom. We can choose a texture. So here in the noise texture section of the asset, we can pick whatever. For now, we can pick this one, for example. I like it because it's like water. We can add a distortion. I don't really like this one for water, so maybe a Berlin noise is better, but without so much styling. So we can stretch it a little bit here. This is fine. This looks like water. So now we can start going for the round effect. So no color effects for now. I'll fold it. And we can have an alpha mask. I will make it a little bit more closed. And now here in twist, we can twist it a little bit. And we can also add a round wave. This is the main part of the effect probably. So we can decrease a little bit the strength and increase the speed. And now we can scroll the texture up here. And yeah, this is almost looking like the one that we had before, but we can do it even better. So we can here add another shape and we can make it so since this one is very dark, I will add another one that's very bright, has a lot of white. So I can try with this one, for example, and in any case, we can go here into debug, and if this wasn't white enough, we can go here into contrast and edit it. So for example, imagine I go for this one and I want it to be a little bit darker. We can either decrease the contrast or we can just increase the brightness, or both. So we can keep this one for now. We can remove the debug, and just so you can see how it looks with and without. Here with shape 1, or we can enable and disable. So this is pretty good. And now we can do some more scrolling. And yeah, let's say that we like this for now. This is pretty good. So we can start adding some color effects. We can try, for example, with color grading. And this is for the white colors. I don't know what color we can choose. Maybe we can go for blue in this effect. I will copy it everywhere for now. And now maybe this one, it will have another blue color, and the last one can maybe be purple. And now I can make it a little bit brighter. Here, this is the general glow, the global glow, so it will make everything glow, like the whole thing. And here, so the final color, and here in glow color, we can choose a color. So maybe I want to try with pink, but I don't think it will work. Yeah, it doesn't work. So we can go to some sort of blue color and choose this for the glow. And this can be our main portal. I will name it Portal 1 for now. So Portal 1, and we can see a different approach that we can take. So I can name this Portal 2, and I will take it here to the side. And instead of using this approach we made, I will create a new material with same properties, and I will enable polar coordinates. And what this will do is if we go up here and we enable this debug thing, we'll see that in texture 1, we can also disable this twist and round wave for now. So if we enable polar coordinates, it will scroll in this way inwards. So I want to do it the other way. I can make it scroll outwards. I like it more for the portal, and I can enable again the distortion. I will set that the polar coordinates also affects the distortion. And we can see here that the texture is not seamless. This is because the distortion is not making it seamless. So maybe we can disable it for now. And we can then enable back the other texture. Let's remove the debug, and then we can go back to the twist and the wave, And this is two options. One is with polar coordinates and the other one is without. Choose whatever approach you like the most. So now this one I do like, and we have these two options. We have this one that's blue and this one with polar coordinates, and we can even make a third one. So we can go here, portal 3, and instead of using a quad, let's duplicate with create new materials, and instead of using a quad we can go circle, and there's a circular quad. So let's first rotate it to face the camera. So this will be minus 90. And then let's fix this thing. So the problem is that we are now using this mesh here, and we need to change how this works to fix it. So the problem is this alpha mask here. So let's change that. Let's remove the polar coordinates. Let's remove the twist. And this is already looking fine, but the problem we have now is that the borders don't really work, so we can use an alpha mask for that and add a gradient. I'm not sure which one will work, so we need, this one is fine, and yeah, this is already looking fine, and now we can stretch it a little bit more. And if we want to control how strong is the border, we can play with this value here, and this is another portal. Let's now add some particles. We could also change the color if we want. So this one can be green or purple. I like this purple one. So let's add some purple particles to this one. So let's go here, FX, particle system. This will create this particle system. Let's add a shader to it. Then add particle system helper. I decided that I will skip the creation of these particles because we'll be doing a ton of particles in the following episodes. But just so you know, I made it with here in shapes. I added a box emission shape, so we can place it here inside. I added some noise, and it's a very simple material that it only has some glow here on the flying particles. And then another thing we can do is here, like this seam we have here, it's caused by the wave effect. As you can see, when we remove it, this is gone. This is the finished effect for this episode. And I think it looks pretty good. And we've done it in a few minutes. So in the next episode, we'll take a look at some particles.